Hello, welcome back mga Ka-PROMDIs. So now it's about personalizing your space with non-woven wallpapers. Indeed, napakamahal ng labor cost dito sa Europe. So if we ask an expert to hang all the wallpapers for us, it will cost us 800 euros. So by doing it, we saved 48,000 pesos. Diba? Wais. You see, we have this in our bedroom. It's nature inspired, so there are peacocks, flowers, birds. It's quite colorful. The background is black, so the color is really standing out. It's really pleasant to the eye, and it's really good to rest every night. And then now the working area, so my home office, and it is inspired by a chimpanzee. And I really like this alert animal, and I'm like that at work. Hechos. And here are Versace inspired living room, and then here you would see also in the hallway, they are the same, just different color. Are you interested how we did it? So now watch.
Hello mga ka-PROMDI! Welcome back to our channel. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng suporta nyo sa amin, sa panonood ng aming mga videos. For those who are not yet subscribing to our channel, please don't forget to support us. Madali lang naman po yun. So, just do it. If you need some tips and tricks abroad, kung may balak din kayo mag-abroad, pwede kayo magtanong sa akin at I can do some contents. Kung alam ko yung topic, syempre hindi tayo pwedeng magmarunong-marunungan. So, this is my working space, and what we have been busy for the past few days is to hang our wallpapers. And on this back, I will hang a wallpaper. So now it's empty and we still have a lot of boxes there. And this is where I am working. So medyo magulo pa talaga ang bahay, pero it will just get better, sabi nga. I just wanted to show you kung ano yung mga kailangang gamitin kapag kayo ang maglalagay ng wallpaper sa inyong bahay. So if you are the one who will hang wallpaper at home, you need these materials. So first, you need to have a ladder. And in our case, hiniram lang namin siya because we will not use it permanently. Pero I was thinking now na dahil may sarili na kaming bahay, maybe it's a lot better to have our own. Siyempre, pinag-iisipan muna because one ladder of this height, yung pinakamura that I saw, I need to pay like 5,000 pesos. So, medyo hinay-hinay. So, what do you need? Of course, you need wallpapers. And this is one example. It will come like a roll with a specific width and length. So, standard length is always 10 meters. Tapos, yung width niya, it varies according to the design. And then, you need to have, of course, your glue. And in my case, we have this glue. I will show it to you. So we have a pail of glue. Yan. And it comes from the shop where we bought all our wallpapers. It's called Behang Lim. You would need a roller kasi malaki yung space to roll the glue, so you need this one. And then for those little spaces na hindi maabot nitong malaki, then of course you will use this one. So para ka lang nagpipinta. And then you need to have this because not all wall finishes are smooth. So you need this to remove all those unevenness na makikita mo na nakaulbok because you don't like the wallpaper to also umumbok or to have some floats or bubbles. And then you would need also this because if you have sockets like here, in our case, we have this one. You need to remove it para maganda yung itsura ng wallpaper. So you will need a screwdriver. And then Ano pa nga ba? I will mention later what else we are going to use. But, we need to use a cutter. Nasaan ang cutter? You need to have a cutter here to cut it when it's done. So, sa mga ends sa taas. And then, you need to have something like this, which will help you to even the surface. Pero, you should use it flat like this and not like this kasi it will puncture the wallpaper. So, when you scrape, it should be like this and not tilting like that, okay? And this is how you prep the area. So, wala dapat something beneath it. Yun lang ladder. And then you need to have a big plastic kasi when you put a glue, may konting splattering effect. Tapos itong stuff na to, syempre, ilalapit nyo lang ng konti. And be prepared that you go up and down of the ladder. Ganun talaga. Wala namang madaling trabaho, di ba? Lahat mahirap. So, those are the items and I will start now. Yay! Exciting! Alright, so para mas madali na, I just laid it on the floor. Ito yung mga materials na kailangan mong gamitin. Okay, so para madali na, these are the materials that you need to use para maganda mong maihang yung wallpaper.
So, for now, I will share with you simple steps that we followed in order to successfully hang our wallpaper. So, disclaimer, no? We are not experts. We're just sharing how we did it. And for our case, that non-woven wallpaper is very easy for beginner like us. So, this is how you apply the glue. Para ka lang, it's like painting the wall. You will see how my husband is doing it. This is our master's bedroom. So you just need to make sure that you cover the wall with the glue to the size of the width of your wallpaper, and dapat masinop at dapat pantay yung glue. So the quality of glue is very important na siya ay madikit at hindi siya buo-buo. Yeah. So now this is an example of how I placed the wallpaper. This is a different pattern. So for our case, for the living room and the working area, we have a pattern, different patterns. And then here you will see how the pattern is put together. So, hahabulin nyo talaga na mabuo yung pattern because it's very important that it looks the design. So, yun yung mahirap. And in doing so, you need to adjust every time. So, hindi siya perfect the first time. And also, using a non-woven wallpaper, madali lang siyang higitin, pataas, pababa, to make sure that it will match dun sa design. So, hindi siya napupunit and it's very sturdy. Kaya very forgiving for non-experts like us. So if you are deciding on what type of wallpaper to use, I would highly recommend as a beginner to use non-woven wallpaper. And you will have the option to have a design na walang pattern, and in that case, then You can just bring the measurements and the store will provide you with the exact amount of rolls to use according to the measurement. Pero if you are getting patterns like what we are going to show you for our walls, so ito, they will add 10% extra on top of the required quantity kasi marami kayong masasayang to run after the design. It is what it is, so don't budget for just an exact amount. Bring some extra. This is how you will look like when you are trying to fix the pattern and following it. So talagang maraming excess on the top and on the bottom, and this will eventually happen. So kailangan talaga is patient ka rin to look at the details para magtama yung design. So funny, but this is the reality. So the next step is to press and flatten the wallpaper against the wall. And in this picture, my husband is doing that. Nakatalikod lang siya. But what he is doing is pressing and flattening using his hands. Pero, as I have told you a while ago, you can also use the blue tool that I have shown you a while ago. And I will insert that one here.
And sa taas. And then you need to have something like this, which will help you to even the surface. Pero you should use it flat like this and not like this kasi it will puncture the wallpaper. So when you scrape, it should be like this and not tilting like that, okay?
If you're using your hand, don't press it too hard kasi baka yung color ng wallpaper transferred to your hand kasi there are some wallpapers na yung dye mismo na ginamit sa wallpaper is not good enough. So you will end up with damaging your wallpaper. So ingat sa paggamit ng kamay, wag masyadong diinan. At wag din masyadong basain yung wall kasi if it's too wet, hindi rin siya magandang idikit.
And then, you would need also this because if you have sockets, like here, in our case, we have this one, you need to remove it para maganda yung itsura ng wallpaper. So, you will need screwdriver.
So, pag natanggal yun na yung socket, just put the wallpaper on top of it, kapain nyo siya, markahan, at unti-unting gupitin. Wag na wag kayong lalampas. Okay na yung kulang, wag lang kayong lalampas. And then, after you cut, just put back the sockets on and okay na siya. Ganyan yung itsura niya, maganda. Now, very important, you need to cut the wallpaper when it's the end of, let's say, the placement. So you need a very sharp cutter. And you need to have a straight line to do that one. And you can use either a straight ruler or in my case, I use the straight line of this blue tool. It helps me a lot. So how I normally cut, I press the straight line against the wall and then over the top, I cut using the cutter. So sana na-visualize nyo.